sisters. How are you guys doing today? Sorry about the little delay that I had, but all praises to the Most High. He made it happen. So you already know. Before I even get into scriptures and pulling out this lesson, I would like to give all praises to Yahawashi, Hamashiach, Yahawashi. And thank you guys so much for tuning in into today's lesson, which is about separating yourselves from the, wicked, aka better known as the people that don't believe in the Most High, the true Messiah. Okay, so I'm gonna get right to it because I'm got a little late start. So as y'all know, we start with Colossians 3:17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai, giving thanks to our power and the Father by Him. So that pretty much that how this relates to this particular lesson is that word or deed. Whenever you're talking about the Most High, I mean, whenever you're around people, speak about the Most High. Especially in this world right now. Sometimes, like when I'm around my sisters, I'm like I'm more relaxed. But if I get around people I'm not really sure, are they in the truth or not? I'm always talking about the Most High. I don't care. I may look crazy or what have you, but in word and in deed, anything I do it for the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to, that's how you just give him honor and praise pretty much. All right, Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider. So our people just don't really know that we're supposed to remain separate. Okay? We don't consider that we are on a different type of level, and it may sound cocky or mean or however you want to say it, but yes, that we're on a higher level in the Most High's eyes. So we need to separate ourselves. I looked in the camera like that on purpose. I don't know. I don't want y'all to think I'm tripping. We need to separate ourselves. Okay, Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because if you knew that how high you are ranked in the Most High's eyes, you wouldn't be around, you would separate yourself from those people, because you can experience a physical or spiritual death. Okay, keep going. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, because you want to be like, I can hang around with them. It's okay. It's not going to hurt me to go to a little birthday party, eat some cake and eat some ice cream and, turn up, if you will. I will also reject thee. Oh, that part. That thou shalt be no priest to me. How can he use you if you keep being at birthday parties and hanging out in places that that if he was standing right there, you wouldn't be there. If Hamashiach Yahushua was standing right there, you would be like, man, I may need to leave out this club. Can you imagine being at a club and you're dancing, but you dress like this? You're not going to fit in anyway. And if you that should, or unless you're going to go dress like, everybody else dresses there. And, I've known sisters that'll go to clubs and, have a little skirt on, but her head wrapped though, so she thinks she in there. Or she may have some fringes on. Have you seen, hold up, let me say something. Have y'all ever seen fringes on a mini skirt? That is when you see that, if you ever see that, you're going to know that the Most High is coming soon, because it doesn't make sense. Okay, let's keep going. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. If you don't separate, then your children is gonna end up going around thinking it's okay. You know, they're gonna like if you're going to birthday parties and you're doing other things that are not the most high, then your children gonna think that is okay. Then their children gonna think it's okay. And then eventually no one's gonna they're gonna be you're gonna have like children living in Christianity thinking they can still do whatever they want to, and the Most High knows my heart. Hey, drink. That's how they do. That's really what happens out there. So we got to be mindful. Okay. Baruch 4:1. This is the book of the commandments of our power, and the law that endures forever. So you can't just separate when it's not a holiday, a holiday, if you will. You gotta do it forever. As long as you're living, separate. And the law that endure and Salakia, and the law endure forever. All they that keep it shall come to life. So everybody that separates themselves, is a difference. Is that peace that you will have? I'm telling you, when you just stay away, But such as leave it shall die. So, and like I said, if you don't, if you leave these the commandments, you can either die for real or you can have a spiritual death. Okay. An example, like separate yourself, you can die for not separating. Yes, because if you keep hanging around that cousin that's down for you, but she's a stripper, but that's my cousin. I love her. She accepts me for who I am, and that's just what it is. That's what it's gonna be. But on the back end, you don't know that your cousin's been setting up guys, and you're in the car with her, and they shoot in the car. Be your physical death. There's plenty more examples that I can, and it ain't even got to be that drastic. You could be, you could be at a Christmas party, and after the Christmas party, you just pull out the driveway, bam, a Mack truck come and hit you, die. Or the spiritual death is when you keep going to these parties, you keep hanging around them, and your faith just goes out. That's a spiritual death. Then all of a sudden you're miserable and everything bad is happening to you. So we really have to be mindful of those things there. Shalom, sisters. Shalom. I just seen the comments. Shalom. Thank y'all so much for being here. All praise to the Most High. I'm gonna go ahead and move it along because I know we're the mothers of the house. We probably looking at this and we got a whole lot of things to do, so I'm gonna make it as quick as possible. All right, let's start off from there. We're gonna go to John 15. John 15, 19. John 15, 19. If ye were of the world will love his own. If you was of the world, they will love you. You probably see that a little bit on Facebook. Like, if you're not really doing it right, you get 1 million likes. Everybody gonna like your stuff. But when you in this truth and you're like really doing what in Colossians 3:17 and word or deed, so on, you use your Facebook platform to spread the Most High's word, and you're putting up facts and about holidays and histories, you ain't gonna get a lot of likes at all. The world, and that's what it says. No, they're not gonna. The world's gonna love his own. So if the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. So it hated Hamashiach Yahawashi first. And then we know that our rank is, we couple steps down. You know what I'm as women. So Hamashiach Yahawashi was hated. So, that should make you feel like good, like, yeah, well, that means I'm doing something right then. 19. If ye were the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you, sis, out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. So it should make you feel good. That when I read like scriptures like that, it makes me feel good because I know that the world, the world hates me. They're not comfortable around me when I come around. They like, oh Lord, here she go, and you ain't even got to say nothing because when I first came into this though, the fire that was beneath my wings, I would be ready to cut anybody. I watched my grandma one time. She ate some fat back meat. And I'm like, Grandma, I'm pulling aside like, Grandma, you're not supposed to be eating that. Well, it ain't nothing wrong with that. Grandma says it in the Bible. Baby, come on, just give me a kiss. And she, in slow motion, looked like this. But to me, I just seen like abomination upon your lips. And you trying to kiss thee? That was the first time that I almost mushed my grandma like, I ain't do that because I ain't trying to, she would have hit me. I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but still, because we're not of the world. We're different. No one's going to feel comfortable around you. No one's going to like your post. If you're doing this right, you should not get a lot of likes. You know what I'm saying? Of course, all Israelite women are beautiful. So we put our pictures up, selfies. You might get, a couple likes like that, But other than that, you can don't even fret yourself. Okay? All right, so let's move over to 1 John 4. Hold on, Salakia. Hold up, sisters. Because this was a long day for me, I'm trying to tell you. And I'm trying to figure out what in the world just happened to my scripture. Okay. Hold on. I'm telling y'all. The enemy was working today on me. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm like, all praise to the Most High, that I'm even able to still bring out some scriptures, because it was really difficult for me today. So okay. All right, so Salakia, bear with me, okay? So we at 1 John 4, and we're going to go to 5. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. So when they are the world, like I said before, if you on there, you the world, people gonna hear them. Like Tupac. I'm saying only God can judge me. You remember when he said that? Everybody, oh yeah, that's right. And where's that at? Or if you saying something weird, you with the challenges, they gonna hear you. But this is where we come in at 6. We are of our power. He that knoweth Yahweh heareth us. So we ain't worried about the people hearing us. We worried about the Most High hearing us. He that is not of he that is not of Yahweh heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. So, and like that it went. That's just a scripture backing up Salakia more of what I was just bringing out. They gonna hear their own, but they ain't gonna hear us. That means we're doing a good thing. Okay. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Thank you very much. See, this is what it's all about, sisterhood. Because like I was really like it's a lot going on right now, but all praises to the Most High to day Y. All praises to the Most High for you, sis. All right, so we're gonna go to Matthew next. Matthew 5. And we're going to go to verse 11. Start at 11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you. So they, lie on you, be mean to you. You at work, they're doing little things just to, because they know, people know who we are. Everybody knows who we are now. So you're going to get persecuted. People gonna say things about you. Oh, she in a cult, lying. That's actually happened to me too. When I used to work, I don't know if I can say the name Harris Teeter, but and at Bath and Body Works too. I'm gonna say that. I don't own rights to those names. I don't. We gotta do the music, so I'm gonna say that with the names. And I remember they haven't, from what I understood, they didn't have the windows there haven't been cleaned in since the store been open for 8 months. Then all of a sudden, she see me and say, "Well, I want you to clean the store windows." And those windows are huge. And I have on a skirt and everything. I'm like, okay, and I had to bite my tongue and and pretty much said yes, but I ain't say it like that. I was like, okay, whatever. But I wanted to say a lot more. I could have said a lot more, but then I'll be like them of the world. So I just did what I need to do. Or when I worked at the grocery store, and is a rumor floating around that I was in a cult because for some reason, it's really sad. I'm gonna keep reading. So blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my name's sake. See, or she a Muslim, or excuse me, I ain't trying to be funny, but do you have them bean pies? Because I heard they was good. I'm looking at her like, who? Excuse me, you a Muslim, right? And I just had to, but in my mind, I'm like, do I look like a Muslim to you? I ain't got no doggone bean pies. I be wanting to, but I have to, in my mind though, and I say that here, but after that, I just be, you gotta, my goal is to remain blameless. That's what we have to do. Okay, let's go over to 12. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. So I'm just like, so I had to that took time. Okay. Me being glad when they were mean to me, it took some time. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I used to just do a smile in my mind. I'm cussing them out, but now it's like, if I go somewhere, excuse me, ma'am, I mean shalom, whatever they say, I forgot the greeting they say. I want to forget it on purpose. But they'll say that, and then I'm like, and I was like, and I'll walk away. I don't even say nothing. I just be like, I just walk away, and I just be like, I was like, wow, this is really something here, Or my family, I found out recently that my family, has been saying I've been in a cult. Now I'm the type of person. Let me just share a little bit about, yeah, to my sisters here. I had anger issues. I was known for the one that I think the young folks call it to pull up, I guess. And when I heard that, I didn't even get mad. I just thought that was so funny, and I was like, "All praise to the Most High." Then that means they feel I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying? But before I would have showed up and be like, "So which one of y'all said I was in the cult?" But what that would have did, got some frustrations out. They know now she ain't playing, or they would have been like, "See, I told you she ain't about. See, she got all that on and she still be doing stuff." So I just have to, okay, they said that. Here's the classic one. If y'all sisters listening, the rumor is that my husband beat me into this. I'm sorry. It's like, out of all the things, because I choose to cover up, and I openly say that my husband is above me, and that I consider him my Adawan. That's my Lord in Hebrew. And if he wants to get us another wife, you know, but he beats me to that. Okay, that's what the people say. That's what my family been saying. He's really abusive and da, 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 da. I don't even care. I just smile because I already know that they're having really bad relationship problems over there, and over here we good. It ain't for me to explain to everybody. Now let's go jump over to Luke 6:22. 6:22. All right. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Y'all just don't understand. Like, we are precious, sisters. We don't need to be around them. If they say they don't want us in our company, you're doing it right. You're actually doing it right, sis. When they don't even want you around. They don't even call you. I don't get any calls anymore. Hey, we're having a little Thanksgiving dinner. I know that it's your Sabbath. I don't get those calls no more. They just go ahead and they don't even say nothing. They do a lot of stuff without me, and I be happy about that. I be like the scriptures say. I feel blessed. I'm gonna go to 23 on that matter. Rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy. For behold, your reward is great in heaven, for in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. Be glad, like, yes, I'm so happy. That's right, sis Lashonda. That's exactly. Be happy, leap for joy. Yes, I ain't even gotta worry. I ain't gotta explain to them no more. I ain't gotta worry about none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's counted truly a blessing. Let's go to Psalms. We're gonna line it up with Psalms 1, and we're gonna go from and start at 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. We're blessed. As long as you stay away from the ungodliness, you are blessed, sis. Nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitting in the seat of the scornful. See, being away from all those things, that's the second scripture that says we're blessed for that fact. Con. But his delight is in the law of the Most High, and in his law doeth he meditate day and night. So we have to stay in this day and night. If we do that, we're not even going to worry about if our family has included us. We're not going to worry about, well, my homegirl, I don't want them to really feel bad, because at the end of, after when by the time we get finished this first part here, you're gonna understand that they don't even matter. They're like a little piece. Once you said, when you accepted the Most High and Hamashiach Yahawashi, that was it. It was kind of like you joined a gang, pretty much, the gang of all gangs, and nothing else matters. Nothing else. 3, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. So if you stay in your word, you're going to stay firm to that. You're going to be like, well, it is Thanksgiving. All my family going to be there. You ain't going to be thinking, oh, it is grandma's birthday. She's turning 100. That's a blessing. But do not go to that demonic celebration. Don't do that. So you be planted like a tree by the rivers of water that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. So that means you're gonna be bringing in every time. The more you stay with that, the more the Most High is gonna just bless you. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. So whatever you doing, when you get away from those people, you're gonna prosper, sis. I'm telling you, I'm a witness to that. When I really start just staying to myself, and I stop feeling bad because my parents, my sisters, all them send me messages and make me feel bad, or it was like everything I started doing started to get a lot better. 4, the ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Most High knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. So everything they do is going to perish. Oh, shalom, shalom, sis. Sister Charlene, shalom. So everything that they do is going to perish. It's not going to stay long. Okay? Oh, and I like to say too, if y'all want to add some precepts into the chat, you can. I'm not like that. You can say, but we just make sure we stay, on topic. But if you have some, you can put some up there. All right, now let's skip over to Galatians 2 and 20. Galatians 2 and 20. Okay. I am crucified with Hamashiach Yahawashi. Nevertheless, I live, yet not I, but Hamashiach Yahawashi live in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh. I live by the faith of the Son of Yahweh, who loved me and gave himself for me. So this is serious enough that someone died. Someone died so that you can be you can be separated, pretty much. So you can separate yourself. It gets no more real than that. I think with the what do people say in the world? It's the I'm at 20, right? It's the he gave himself for me. Whatever they be saying. He gave himself for you. It's serious for you to separate from people that's not living right. Let's go. 2 Corinthians. We're going to skip over to 2 Corinthians 16. My tabs always get stuck. Second Corinthians 16. What in the world? I've told you I was writing fast. It ain't no 16. Y'all like, what in the world is wrong with sis? Second Corinthians 6, Salakia. And we're gonna start at 14. Bear with me, sisters. I know y'all are, cause y'all. I know y'all are. So we're gonna do 2 Corinthians 6, and we're gonna start at 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? Now that's real. What are we gonna do with what can, when you in this truth, when you're around somebody who's not an unbeliever, what we gonna talk about? Like the maybe carnal stuff, like makeup, hair, clothes, and that ain't even gonna really go the same, because when you talk to a sister about fashion that's in this true, we talk about, oh yeah, you get the hair wrap to match, your skirt, and then you have a graphic t-shirt on, and and oh, this place has the long skirts to your ankle, and these have these cardigans, so if you feel like you showing too much, that ain't, the conversation really ain't gonna really too much be the same. Okay, so it's like we can't really, we won't be able to see eye to eye. And what communion have light with darkness? So if we supposed to be in the light, what are you hanging around in the dark for? That goes pretty hard for me. And what concord, hold up, Salakia. And what concord have Hamashiach Yahawashi with Balal, which is wickedness? Or what part have he that believeth with an infidel? An infidel is somebody that's unfaithful or wicked. I'm going to keep going. And what agreement have the temple of Yahweh with idols? So that's like going into a temple for the Most High, and he got that Lucifer thing right there. But he alive. He ain't like slain. You know what I'm saying? It don't sound right. For ye are the temple of the living power. God, I say is our power. I like to say our power there instead. As our power have said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people. So if we're the walking temples, you see how what that just set you up for? Then what are we doing with those statues like this and around us in our temple? It ain't. You can't say, well, it's not technically inside, but if you're sitting with them, you're there. It's like one of those Satan statues in front of your temple all the time. It's gonna look weird. Like, okay, I know that is the temple of the Most High, but why do they have that devil right there? I don't understand. Is that serious, sisters? Is that serious that we need to stay away from things that are not of the Most High? Okay, let's keep going. Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate. So be separate. You can't sit with us separate. Okay? Said the Most High, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. So if you're doing all this, he will receive you. But if you're not, I guarantee you, your life is going a little bit, you get a little bit, it's a little bit rocky right now. Something ain't right. You ain't all the way, you don't have that clear peace of mind if you're still communicating with any type of ungodliness or wickedness, what have you. 18, and will be a father unto you, so he will receive you and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and my daughters, said the Most High Almighty. I could have stopped. I could stop the lesson right there if I wanted to, but I'm not. But I could, because that right there is like, when I read that, I'm not gonna lie, I got, of course I read this a while ago, but I was convicted because I was hanging around people that I had no business hanging. I wanted to still help this person. I ain't gonna help this person, that person, certain family members. But when I read that, I was like, that's why it just is not going the way that I think it should go, because I'm actually hanging around the people that I shouldn't be around. And when they come around me, everything in my life just goes to the left. I don't want to offend them. No, I don't want them to be mad at me. But if I don't, then he is not going to accept. He wasn't accepting me. So let's go over to Matthew 10. And we're going to start at 35. We're going to go down to 42. Because we need to know these things, right? Okay. Starting at 35. For I am come to set a man. Now hold before I start this, because I know we've all read this. But this lammy's back off of separating yourself and how you're the temple, and pretty much we're to walk in. He don't dwell in buildings, so he dwells within us. So you can't have his building messed up, polluted, right? And it doesn't matter who they are. You must separate from them if they don't receive this. 35. For I have come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against the mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foe shall be they of his own household. Now we all know, Salakia, that a lot of the people that we separated from is from our households. That's hard to do. But if you can't do that, I ain't saying you got to be like, man, don't talk to me no more. I'm of the Most High now. You the devil. You his enemy now. I ain't say that. I didn't say that. But just pull yourself away from any celebrations, any feast. Of course, if your parents need help, help them. But don't be, doing extra stuff. Oh, well, I know it's your Saturday, but I would love to take you out to eat. No, that's the day that we need to be either resting or getting this word or being congregating around our own folks. Don't it's not a, it's a straight and narrow thing. Just stay away. 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy than me. That's one thing right there. If you love your children more than the Most High, you're not going to stick around, sis. You're just not going to do it. You're going to be you're going to be kind of like, I love my kids. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Then you're not worthy of him. Because if you read in a Maccabees, I'll bring that out on a later date. The mother, she watched in Second Maccabees, she watched her kids get put to death for not eating pork, eating swine, because they knew it was unruly from the Most High. You got to be willing. If you're not willing to do that, then you don't have the love of the Most High. Okay, let me keep going. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. So you lose your life, meaning not like you go and you kill yourself and no. He means if you lose all the stuff that you doing before that old man, if you lose that old man, then you've gained. Then you'll find him. He that receiveth you receiveth me. So anybody that even receives you receives him. And he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. That's powerful. It's like Yahweh and Hamashiach Yahawashi, the two most powerful above, well, the Most High is above everything. But they receive you. Who cares? You got to think, who cares? Right? 41. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. So in either way you look at it, if you're receiving his people and taking in what, and I'm trying to explain this. Let me just break it down, because he that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. So if you're receiving a prophet, like, one of the brothers, and you're listening, you're following, you're learning from a prophet pretty much. You're going to get, you'll get the same reward, which he can see the sheep, people are starting to come into the truth. You see other sisters coming into the truth, right? And he that received a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man reward. So if you're receiving someone that's, righteous, like you taking in, like, okay, this sister over here, even though we're not in the same camp, but she's righteous, I'm righteous, we're going to reap a righteous reward, which we better build off each other. You have someone that you can go to when you need help and things of that nature, or just whatever you need. Not like whatever you need, but you know what I'm saying. Anything righteous that y'all can help build each other. 42. And whatsoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward. So if you even give them a cup of water, you're doing something. So receive your own, pretty much. Your own kind. Anybody that believes in the Most High, Mashiach Yahawashi, those the ones that you need to, if you take in them and you make sure they're straight, then you'll get a reward. It's really that simple. Let me go to Slovakia. 13. So remember when I said, when we were saying that, pretty much you can't be unequally yoked. So it's kind of, I'm going to start at Sirach 13. I'm going to go to 15 through 18. Every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. So that pretty much self-explanatory, yeah. All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like. Yep. 17. What fellowship have the wolf with the lamb, so the sinner with the godly? What agreement is there between the hyena and a dog? And what peace between the rich and the poor? See, you see, none of these things go together. We should not. Why are we having any type of fellowship with the ungodly? Especially if you go to the ungodly for advice. Like, you're not going to get the advice that you need to. Like, you like, yeah, I just feel so stressed out because I'm really trying to live this life, living the truth, and I want to be modest, and I just feel, everything's not working out for me. And an ungodly person might say, girl, if I was you, I'll go. You got a nice shape, you got nice hair, you need to go get you something that show your shape, and you need to go out, get a drink or something. That's how the ungodly will give you advice. But a sister be like, you know what, sis? You got a minute? Like, yeah. You got something on your head? Yeah. Let me pray with you. That's why you need to hang around your own kind. Because if you don't, you'll end up being in a mess of things. Hold on, let me go to let's go to Luke 14, and we're gonna go to 26 through 27. I like to hear the sounds. I could use a phone, but it's something about when you change these things, when you change the scripture, it gives me power, But that's just me. Let me see. So 14, we're going to start at 26. Let me back off that. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life, also he cannot be my disciple. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't be used. You understand? If you can't put all those things before him, you're no good to him. It's a hard truth, but it's true. Let's go to 27. And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. So if you can't bear, you like bearing the cross is just like going through, going through the persecution. Because that alone has turned people. Oh, I don't know if I could do this because people thinking I'm Muslim, girl. They think that my husband beat me. They think that, they be picking on me and say I look like a modern day slave because of my clothes. If you can't bear that, you don't need to be, this may not be for you. And I'm going to just tell you this. It's better for you to be hot in this or cold in this. Because if you walking around this mud lukewarm, you're going to get spit out. That's what I'm saying. If you can't put past pretty much everything and just be like, I believe it. And even our husbands, I ain't saying, because some sisters will be like, come inside the room. Hey, I love you, right? Yeah, I love you too, honey. Yeah. But I don't need to listen to you. I need to listen to God. Sister said that in the video. So I'm going to go ahead and bear my cross. You can say whatever you want to me, but I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you need to still be in your order, sis, but don't worship your husband. Submit to your husband, but don't worship your husband. Because if you worship your husband, like, let me tell you, let's talk about that a little bit. So when I say don't worship your husband, some women come in the truth because of their husbands, and they do everything because their husbands want them to do it. They don't do it because the Most High wants me to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna wear my hair wrap because my husband wants me to. Or I'm gonna wear this dress because my husband wants me to. Or I'm gonna do this because my husband wants me to. You're worshiping your husband's your God. You need to be doing wearing your head, wearing your head wrap, wearing skirts, wearing your fringes and your tassels, all that because God, the Most High, but we go through Hamashiach Yahawashi wants us to do those things. Okay? And there is a difference between a woman that submits to the Most High, that worships the Most High through Hamashiach Yahawashi, and a woman that just she worships her husband. That's easy. Just sit her amongst the ones that do worship her husband. Her attitude, she's not gonna be nice. She's not gonna be that. She's gonna be nice when her husband around, but when he leave, oh, that mug gonna be talking again. You know what I'm saying? That's just being real. So we're gonna go to now. We're gonna go to Mark 8. We're going to go to start at 34. All right. And when he had called the people unto him with his disciples also, he said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Take up this lifestyle. Take up the truth and follow him. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. So if you're trying to save your life, like you still want to do this and you still want to do that, you want to mingle around these people, it's sad to say that you're going to end up losing. It's not going to work out. Okay. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the world and lose his own soul? That goes into like say people trying to be, famous, do things, be up there. You're gonna lose your soul. If you're not doing, that's a whole nother level. Cause I know y'all have been or y'all still are, and you watch YouTube and you watch all these celebrities, how they had to sacrifice somebody, and they sing songs about selling their soul, or like things like that. Like, you don't want to be of this world. I'm telling you. 38. Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful nation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. Now we're gonna have to talk about that, okay? Because it's sisters that's, when I say ashamed, they're ashamed to wear their tassels. They're ashamed to wear their head wraps. They're ashamed to wear long dresses. They're ashamed because they scared of what other people is going to say about them. When they're really not looking at the big picture. That in this sinful and adulterous nation, If you are shameful of him, he gonna be ashamed of you. You gotta look at the big picture, which is Salakia, which is the end game. That's kind of like when you a kid and you like you turning up, you throwing stuff around, you in your room, you whatever. Your mom like, you better clean up your room. You better clean up your room. And then all of a sudden, I'm assume we're all Israelites. Your mom came in there, or your dad, or whoever raised you came in there and started, yeah, what tearing your butt up. That's pretty much what's gonna happen. You walking around, you're ashamed. You don't want to be seen in your tassel. You scared of what these people that don't have no heaven or hell to send. I mean, don't have no eternal grief to send you to. People that don't have that's not the gatekeepers of them 12 gates. You want to listen to them and worry about them rather than what the Most High can do? I don't. You gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself. Is what I'm gonna say. You got to. Let's bring in Sirach. Let's bring in something for that. Sirach, we're going to go to chapter... Well, I thought it was... Here's a precept for that. Sirach 12:6. For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. I'm telling you, he means that thing. He's keeping them for the day of punishment. So you walking around, you being ashamed, you don't want to do. He's keeping them around, cause he gonna be like, watch, I ain't even gonna say nothing. And then you see him, Lord, please, I know you not. That I would be so scared, and I wouldn't know what to do if he say that to me. I wouldn't know what to do. Let's go over to 1 John. We're gonna go to 2. We're gonna do we're gonna start at I started 15. Yeah, we started 15. So 1 John 2, we're going to start at 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him, right? Right. 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. So when you're in the world, I get it, sisters. Like, I'm telling you, you see all these women the women out here, they just seem like they are doing better. They're getting more attention or what have you. And it just, it can seem as if you're like the what's it called? The weakest link. You know what I'm saying? But you're not. Because this is why. 17. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of our power abideth forever. So all this lust, us trying to be seen, all that is going to pass away. Trust me. They ain't going to be here long. You don't need to please nothing that's not going to be here for long. You don't want to miss out on your seat because you was scared what this person was going to say, or you wanted to still hang around your family, or you wanted to let them, do things for you. Like, I used to hate when they call me on my happy birthday. I know you don't believe that, but happy birthday. And I'll be sitting there like, I just told this mug that I don't believe in my birthday. You can't even give, if you give them a little room, like if you, like when I used to let them, when I first came in True, I ain't gonna lie. It seemed like they wanted to celebrate my birthday more so when they knew that I wasn't celebrating it. So they'll take me to, take me out to eat, buy me some stuff, give me some jewelry. What's something else they did? Surprise me with balloons. Do all that, and I'll take it. I'll accept it. I'll let them do it. But each time I did that, I was I was being unevenly yoked. I had that Satan statue in front of my temple. It's serious. So remember that when you're around people, and you want to, you get like, you're human. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I didn't, I used to, let me tell y'all this, because we sisters, right. So I used to be at the gym. Well, I still go, but I used to, when I first started going to the gym, in a skirt, okay, and I felt like I know I look, because when you first get in the truth, you don't really have that balance of what to wear and what not to wear. Sometimes some of us just dress like we just put on anything as long as we in this law, because the zeal's that high. So when I went to the gym, I had like I had a skirt on and whatever. It was like just a skirt, and I had tights, whatever, and I was just like, and everybody had a nice little gym sharks on, and the girls, they stretch, and they just look more, and I'm sitting there with a dress on. I used to be like ashamed. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I was like, I can wear this in public, but to the gym? My God, what in the world? And especially that with your husband, and your mind start playing tricks on you, or he up there looking at that girl, because she bent over and stuff, and I'm up here in a dress, like, and I gotta wear a dress, and I used to, I'm not happy. I'm ashamed that I thought like that, but I thought like that. And I used to be like, man, this is crazy. Like, and I'd be insecure. Like, oh my gosh, it just seems like, and then it made me want to be like, okay, I can wear tights and a shirt. We ain't just in the gym, whatever. No. Well, stumbled across these scriptures of not being of the world. I had to change that. Then my thinking changed to, you know what? I'm of the Most High. It don't matter how these mugs look. I know that the Most High is dealing with me. All when that day comes, I already read about them, being ravished, the ones out there being, want to be hoes and stuff. And it just made me more content of what I'm doing, because I was working out to look good at that point. But now I'm working out because time is at hand. I don't know if I'm gonna be the person that gotta fight for my family. And me being able to have an extra strength can get me out of a situation. You see what I'm saying? Like my mind, you change your mind. Your thinking changes, because it's just easy to be, wanting to be like everybody. It seems like everybody's having vacations and doing stuff. They on the beach with their little suits on, and and then you like, I wish that was me. I want to be on the beach with a bikini, but I don't know any righteous skirts you could wear to the beach. But I was thinking about stuff like that. But now when you come and when you realize that your body is actually a temple, you're clothing your temple, you decorating the temple. You can't have your cheeks out in the temple. It ain't no temple no more. You just a big ass, excuse my language, walking around here like everybody else. Because when they ass is out, that's what you see. Ass. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we gotta think differently. I'm telling you, like it's thick. It gets thick. Hold on, I'm gonna wrap it. We're gonna keep going. So we're gonna go now to James 4:4, and that reads, "Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with our power? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yahweh, of our power." That enemy. So if you want to be of the world, you want to sit to with whoever that's not in this truth. You want to have demonic statues around your temple. That's what it looks like when you're hanging around with the ungodly. You're an enemy of the Most High. It gets no scarier than that. Just know when we're doing this, this should help you stay away. Like, I don't want to be an enemy of the Most High. That sounds serious. You being the enemy, okay, of the Most High. That sounds like death, destruction, calamity coming fast. You know? All right, let me go over to, let's go to, skip over to Matthew. I'm gonna go Matthew, going back and forth here. I'm gonna go 10:22. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. So just know that, sis, you are going to be hated. It's going to happen. They're going to hate you. If you're doing this right, your family's going to secretly hate you, because every time you come around, they know they're not doing it. They're doing something wrong. They're not doing it right. You convict them. They're not going to never tell you that, but you convict them. Especially, say for instance, like I've had times where in the beginning, I don't do it no more, scriptures. And some of my family members have actually closed the Bible on me because they didn't want to hear what I was about to say. Or and then they ask me a question about the scriptures. Well, why don't you like having Christmas trees? Oh, it says it right here. No, I don't want to hear what the Bible says. I want to hear what you say. Then the Bible says, and what I said, we kind of go hand in hand. So if you can't hear that, then you can't really, I can't answer you then. You know? But if you endure it, if you can just maintain this all the way to the end, you'll be saved. It ain't no once saved, always saved. That's a lie. When you endure to the end, then you will be saved. You know? Hold on, let's go over to we're gonna skip over to 1 Corinthians. We're gonna do 15 and 33 because y'all need to know. Excuse me, Salakia. Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners. Don't think for 1 second that you, my sister, can sit with any type of anyone that's ungodly and talk to them. Trust me. Cause I had times where I, I was hanging out. I didn't have any friends in like any sisters that I can be around. Like it was a point that I was like that. But it was always a sister that every time I go around her, I'd be around her. Then I started making like crazy, inappropriate jokes, just going in, just saying ungodly things because I felt like, I was just like, yeah, whatever. I thought, well, I could still be around her, but I deceived myself because being around someone that's not of the Most High is an enemy, which makes them evil, and that evil person corrupts your good manners. That's real. So we got to be mindful of that right there. Let's see. I think I got a precept for that. And I do. So we're going to start at Sirach. We're going to go to 5. No, Salakia. We're going to start at chapter 5, but we're going to start at 2. Follow not thy own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart. So don't think you can go ahead and do whatever you want to in your mind. Like, man, I'm good. I can do whatever I want as long as if I'm, wearing, I'm dressing the part, I'm reading, I'm going there on Sabbath, I'm doing pretty much what I want to do. 3. And say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge. Hold up. Let me do. And say not, who shall control me for my works? Don't say who gon' say something that I'm hanging around my family. Who's gonna say something that I want to get go out to eat with my family on my birthday, or for Christmas, or for Thanksgiving, or whatever holiday? Who gonna say something to me? Or what they say? Who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna say that? But this is the second part. For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. So you thinking that you can do this, is no harm in it. You can do whatever you want. Well, I can go to. I got a birthday party. I can go to a birthday party and let. I'm not. I don't have a cake. I'm not blowing out candles, right? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. 4. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me? Right? So I can do this. Ain't nothing happened. I mean, we just chilling. They just be reading too much in the scriptures. For for the Most High is long suffering. He will in no wise let thee go. So you can go. You can do this for a long time, years, and he long suffering. He like, yeah, I'm a go ahead and I'm just wait. And I guarantee you, whatever moment he choose that he's going to punish you for that, it's gonna be a perfect timing. It's gonna be perfect. And it's going to hit you hard. Your calamity will come quick. I promise you. And you might think that he's, doing that. He said, I don't want to do this to my daughter. I love her. But really what he's doing is laughing when our calamity comes. Let me bring that out. Let's go to Proverbs 1. Proverbs. We're going to go to 1 and we're going to go down to 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear comes. When your fear comes as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon thee. See, I can read that some more, but I'm gonna leave it right there. So when all that comes fast at you after you thought you could sit and you could celebrate whatever, you can hang with the ungodly, nothing ain't happened to you. If it was so bad, why the most? I've been doing this for 4 years. If it was so bad, why the Most High ain't judge me? Then all of a sudden he gonna hit you so hard, and you gonna be, you. And if you're wise, because I believe that if you're in this, we've all been there, and he's put and he's judged us for it. But however, if you really truly you're truly repented, you be like, I'm sorry. You'll apologize and repent, and you just stay content until it comes to pass. And at first I thought the most High, I was like, man, I was thinking in my mind, in my heart, which is your mind, oh, he's not mad at me. I mean, he's not mad. He's probably so sad right now that he had to do this to me, and I should never did that. I should never force the Most High to do that. But in actuality, says he was laughing the whole time. And then it's like, wow, you forgot you dealing with a brother here, an Israelite. Because if you keep doing something to, like, say for instance, I what example that I can use that I've done to with my kids, with my children, when they were little, and I had one of them that just loved to be on that stove. I said, don't you do it. You better stop. And that mug, I heard, I was like, I told you. See, you ain't gonna do it no more, is you? No. And then I tell dad, I told their dad, I was like, I've been telling that mug 4 weeks to stop touching the stove. And guess what I heard? And he laughed and, see, you gonna do it, that's how the Most High is. So we need to be mindful of that. Let's go over. I have a couple more to go. We got a couple more to go. All praise to the Most High that, everybody who's been listening is still listening, getting, edification. All praise to the Most High. We're doing this together. So let's go to Mark 12. And then I'm going to go to 30. And thou shalt, I'm going to bring it out. For thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment. You're supposed to love him above anything with all of you. All of you, in the way you walk, in the way you talk, Salakia, in the way you dress, the way we deal with our children, the way we deal with our husband, and the way that we think. When you're truly getting this, your whole thinking process over time, it changes. Like at first, like I said, I was a hothead. I just wanted to fight, just shoot. I want to do all that. That was what I was thinking. And when I first came to this, I looked like this, but my thoughts were not good thoughts. And the Most High deals with this. This is what he says with, thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, all thy mind, and all thy soul. Okay? So if you love him with all your might, all your soul, you don't want to be around nobody else that's not of him, because it's going to take you out the spirit. That means if it takes you out of the spirit, then you're not that close to him no more. Then things start to happen to you, sis. You know? Let me go. Because and if you do all that, like we were saying earlier, you will suffer persecution. You're going to suffer. Get that in your mind right now. Okay, I know if I follow the Most High the way I'm supposed to, I'm gonna be persecuted. Get it in your mind. You don't think that one of my family members could come across this video and be like, she was talking junk and try to persecute me for it? You know, and whatever. I don't even care at this point, because I know I can tell by the signs of the times and the way this world is going is that it's towards the very close to the end. At this point, I don't care. I have to fix it now. I got to separate myself now so that the Most High can have a little pity on me. So I can out to try my best to get a seat. That's what it's all about. 2 Timothy, we're going to, oh yes, Salakia. So I'm going to go to 2 Timothy, we're going to go to 3, and I'm going to go to 12. That backs that up. Yea, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahawashi shall suffer persecution. Okay? Yes. So, yes, sis, it does drain our spirits. It's draining. But you know, through our power, he'll restore the, you know, that when we're getting drained of that, he'll restore it. He will. And I'm telling you, I've been there. I've cried. Like, I mean, like, cried, because I was just like, what is going on? I'm tired of being the butts of everybody's jokes. I'm tired of my family, you know, just attacking me. You know what I'm saying? You just get, it's draining every day. Seemed like it's every day for a while. It just seemed like it was something. It was something. But when the more that we reach to the Most High, the more he really, like, you know, he really made a way for us. Hold on, I think I have a precept for that as well. Yeah. Let's go to Sirach. We're going to go to 2, and we're going to start at 1. This should give us some strength. This is going to give us some strength right here. My son, in this case, daughter, if thou come to serve the Most High, prepare thy soul for temptation. So we already went through that. Temptation, persecution, right? 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Okay? So set your heart aright. That means set your mind aright. Get your mind. What they say, get your mind right. You know, and then you just it's gonna come to a point, my sisters, it's gonna come to a point that you are not gonna be moved. You're gonna just be like, nothing's not gonna bother you. Because you already, the more they persecute you, though, that means you're closer to the Most High. And make haste a time of trouble. If it's time of trouble, hurry up and run to the Most High. Hurry up and pray. Right? 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Then all praise to the Most High. I just said that. Time is at hand. We're looking at the times that are at hand. So this is the good time to separate yourself. And then you got to cleave into him and don't depart away from him. And at the end, you will be increased. See? 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. So whatever happens, whatever they say, whatever your family they say is family, friends, strangers, co-workers, anybody, whatever they say, take it cheerfully. I'm like, okay. Oh, well, your husband beat you. Okay, girl, you could think that and laugh it off because like, oh, wow, I'm getting treated the same way the Most High got treated. So I must be doing, where he went after that. And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state, because sometimes in this walk we go through ups and downs in life. We may have a car, don't have a car, have a place to stay, don't have a place to stay, have your this sister, and then you don't have this sister no more. You and your husband getting along, and y'all not getting along. Your kids listening, and you're not listening. All that changes. We get changed to a lower state. But it said be patient. So when those things happen, be patient when your kids start, their change. Or if you and your husband get to be patient. When you get changed to a lower state, if you don't have a car, walk. Sing to the Most High. If you got no house, if you don't have your own home, just still thank the Most High, because guess what? Even if you have to sleep on your car, you ain't gonna sleep outside. Right? So at the end of the day, be patient. And as a woman, we definitely got to be patient, because when things physically happen, like we lose a car, our house, or a job or something, the men physically they get affected. They just get more, like, it bothers them, because that's what their curse is, to be able to take care of us. We need to be patient, especially for them. Make that man feel like he got $1 million in the bank. Salakia, this, I don't know this. I'm Salakia. That's getting kind of whatever. But be patient. Okay? 5, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. So it ain't nothing but gonna make you gold. Especially in the beginning of the truth. When you first get into the beginning, it seems like things go left, and you get that switch to that low high state, quite frequently at the beginning, because the Most High is trying you. See? 5. Hold up. Am I going to 6? Yeah, I'm going to go to 6. 6, believe in him, and he will help thee order thy aright, and trust in him. So if you believe in the Most High, if you trust in the Most High, he's going to make a way. He's going to make a way for you, sis. Okay, let's go to, I didn't even realize it was that late. Sorry, sisters. I got a couple more, and then we'll be off, okay? We'll be into the first part. We're going to go to Matthew 10 and 14. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of their house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. That's like with your family. You try to tell them about the truth. You try to tell anybody, but if they don't take you, dust off. Just be like, okay, whatever, and just keep it moving. Right? Now let's go over to, because that's basically self-explanatory. Let's go to Mark 4. We go to 16 and 9. And the 16 through 19, Salakia. And these are they likewise which are sown into the stony ground, because this is what is happening to the people, that why you got to end up dusting off your feet. And these are they likewise which are sown on the stony ground, who, when they have heard the word, immediately receive it with gladness. So when you first telling your family this, they happy for real. We the chosen people, us. All that. They are happy. They're excited. 17, and have no root in themselves, and so endure for a time. Afterward, when affliction or persecution arise for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. So when they find out they can't eat pork, you gotta wear a skirt, you gotta wear a border blue or tassels or fringes. And when they find out they can't be comfortable no more, they get offended. They be, why? That don't make no sense. I don't know about this. 18. And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the words. 19. And the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches and the lust of other things entering in, choke in the word, and it becometh unfruitful. So basically, when they'll hear it, they don't want to change, so they just want to be of the world. They just want to get money every way they can. Things happen. Oh, I ran out of money, so they go. Well, let me see if I can. I know my cousin. Maybe they sell. They go back to selling drugs and everything. Go back to hanging out with their buddies and stuff. Because the word chokes them. The Most High said the word really chokes them. Okay, let me go. Let's go over. I got two more. Okay. We're going to go to Sirach. We're going to go to 11. And we're going to 21. Marvel not in the works of sinners. So when you, basically that's saying, when you're in the truth, like I said, it seems like everybody else is doing better than you. It could seem like that way. Everybody is not really suffering like that. You watching... you a godly wife. You do everything for your household, but it seems like the ungodly woman is getting everything and she ain't really doing nothing. She's evil, or or they driving better cars. It seems like they in a better situation. It says, marvel not on the works of sinners, but trust in the Most High and abide in his labor. So keep going, keep reading, keep trying to do alms, make tassels, make garments, give food to the godly people, give alms. Keep doing that. For it's an easy thing in the sight of the Most High on the sudden to make a poor man rich. It ain't nothing for him to do that. 22. The blessing of the Lord, of the Most High is in the reward of the godly, and suddenly he maketh his blessings to flourish. Like I said, I know in the beginning when we was in the truth, we didn't have we was struggling. We didn't have no car. We didn't have any car. When we got to the truth, we was literally walking and taking a bus for 3 years. We was living in the hotels. We was living in hotel from hotel. It was a low estate, and we got into the truth. It just seems like now I'm walking to the bus stop in a skirt. We we had and the Most High blessed us with a place immediately, but it was like everybody was still doing better than we was. You know what I'm saying? But like he said, the blessing of the Most High is in the reward of the godly. So once you stay with it, you endure, and then suddenly, suddenly our blessings, then we got a car, and then we got another car, and then we got this, and then we got that, and then he took the old cars away and was able to, when this one broke down, was able to get us another one, stuff like that. Not even that, is like before, in my mental state, I was really struck. I'm gonna share that. I'm gonna share this, but it's only it's a testimony for the Most High. I suffer with severe anxiety, depression. I'm they said, was cursed with madness. In the beginning, I would cry. I was miserable. My mind will always just go. My mind wasn't where it should be. Then it got to the point where, I ended up having to be on the white man's medicine, and that made me worse. And then the Most High, I'm telling you, he just literally one day I was laying there, I was in the shower, Salakia. And I just busted out crying because in my house, when I'm crying, when I'm in the shower, that's when I ain't got nobody but the kids, my husband, they're not around. So I just started busting out crying because I didn't like the way I felt. I didn't feel like me. You know, I did not feel, I felt like I was drowning. And I cried to the Most High. I said, Father, please, I only have a mustard seed. But please, just please heal my mind. Please. I begged him. And I mean, it was a very humbling experience for me. I was weak. Any spiritual attack it was there. And suddenly, like it said, suddenly he maketh his blessing to flourish. Salakia. Suddenly it was like I just said I'm not taking that no more. I stopped taking the medicine. Even when I read the side effects said you could kill yourself, one of your eyes run out, suicide, you could run traffic, your throat can dry up, all that. I didn't care. I was like, I'm gonna hold on to that mustard seed. And every day I prayed and I prayed. And then that's when it came to me is that the Most High needs me to do something. He wants to use me to talk to my sisters because it may be somebody out there that's going through that same thing and they're ashamed to say anything because they're gonna be if you go out and be like, yeah, I'm on medicine, whatever, they can be like, see, her God don't even work. Look how she, you know what I'm saying? But no, I'm all praise to the Most High. I'm not on no medicine anymore, and that he really like when women I get emotional because I didn't know nothing else, and he pulled me away when he healed my mind because it's things that clicks different when like it when he's dealing with you. You see what I'm saying? It's like my and then it was like during that time when I did that prayer, I got attacked left and right. People throwing it up, she crazy. That's why she don't air it. But they're saying that to me, and I didn't even. I had to humble myself, and the Most High said, you know, he came in, and that's how I knew he's real. And I separated myself. I cleaned up my temple. I had to get all that stuff away from me. You know, that's how I know I can teach this in confidence. I mean, tell my sisters this. Sis, all praises to the Most High Yahweh. I'm telling you, because nothing else. When you in that lower state, when your mind is not working properly, that's worse than your back hurt. That's worse than a back injury. That's kind of like worse than you're not walking because even if you can't use your feet and your mind, you can be happy about it. But I was just sitting there looking like just. But he reached down, and during that time, I got spiritual attack. He pulled me away from everything. 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 He pulled all that away from me. You see what I'm saying? These are happy tears because that's my testimony. That's my testimony. He was able to use me because I pulled away from everyone that wasn't godly. And y'all can do that too. Cause I know it hurts when your family be like tripping on you and stuff. I know it hurts. But I'm telling you, like we gotta turn it to gladness. because the Most High has our back. Con, all praises to the Most High. Oh my God, I cannot believe I done cried on a live. Whew. Okay, hold up, I'm not even gonna say Salakia. I'm not sorry. This is who I am. This is my testimony. And all praise to the Most High, to all the sisters that, you know, that understands. Let's um let's finish up with First Thessalonians. Um we're gonna go to 5. We're gonna go to start at 22, because at the end of the day we gotta get it from all, like, anything that looks wicked, that looks bad, right? So 22, abstain from all appearance of evil. 23, and the very power of peace, our power of peace, sanctify you wholly. And I pray our power, your whole spirit and soul and body be preserved blameless unto the coming of our Lord Hamashiach Yahawashi. I'm telling you that that's powerful. When you commit all yourself to him, my dear sisters, he will make it happen for you. But separate from the ungodly and cleave to the sisters that's trying to do this. Okay? Because we all have the same battles. Different, it may be a little different, but we have the same battles. And through my testimony, like I said, if he can pull me out of that, have y'all, now I used to be like, I won't, like, depressed. I was like stinking depressed. Like, that's when you so depressed that you can't even get up and wash your tail. That's stinking depressed. I'm being real like that. I know they all looking like, "Ugh." For real. That's where I was at. Stinking depressed. My husband didn't know what was going on with me, and I just was, and that was all before that happened. I was hanging around everybody that was ungodly. I was being around my family, and then it got to the point where, like I said, a long time coming, and boom, they come around, they try to fight me, yell out. There's a cult members live there, you know, like a serious spiritual attack happened. But I had to be patient. I was like, it gets to a point where you know that you're being tested. You wise enough, like, I'm being tested. That's why all this bad stuff is happening. And that's why we should be glad, because just know that every time something happens, like, people, anything ungodly, any bad stuff is happening, anytime that is happening, you got to say, if I endure, it's a reward. And I'm telling you, I don't even, it's a difference. He can heal your mind. Let me just bring out one more thing, and I promise I'm gonna let y'all go. I promise I'm gonna let you go. I gotta bring out this last scripture, this last one, and it's only one verse, because I ain't gonna be like, let me bring out one scripture, and it's like five verses in the chapter. But let me bring out this one right here, so you'll know that he'll help you. Sirach 2:10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Most High and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? All praise to the Most High. Look at what He's done before. Look at what he can. If we just separate ourselves, it's gonna hurt. But guess what? We gonna be made whole, sisters, and it gives us a chance to get into the gate. So this is the end of part one. Can you believe that was that wasn't even my whole lesson? But this is the end of part one, and part two will be scheduled next Saturday at 8:30. It's if today we had like a lot of winds here in North Carolina because I'm in North Carolina, and we a lot of electricity and stuff was pulled out and all that stuff. But all praise to the Most High, I was still able to come on. But you know, um, I love y'all. Love y'all, and we're gonna endure to the end, and we're gonna separate from wickedness, because we on that level. Okay. So with that being said, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahawashi, Shamartha.